Several people were injured after a driver hit pedestrians with a U-Haul truck in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the driver's in custody. The investigation is ongoing, and our colleague Errol Barnett is on the scene. He's been talking to the NYPD and also talking to people who witnessed this event. Errol, you're aware the truck's finally stopped. What do you know?
Well, Tony and Lilia, this was a harrowing morning for people here in Brooklyn who were driving, commuting, or just walking along the sidewalks. What the NYPD just told us is that a man in his 60s is now in custody, but not after an almost 3-mile rampage through the city. We understand that this all began when this man in his 60s in this U-Haul truck struck some vehicles. The NYPD tried to execute a traffic stop, and at that point, this man allegedly sped off, striking pedestrians, people on e-bikes, and even other vehicles in traffic all along the way. It wasn't until the NYPD was able to pin this driver next to what looks like a warehouse building behind me before everything came to an end. The NYPD just held a press conference a short time ago, and because this man is now in custody, they say the efforts of officers were successful.
Right now, reportedly, we have 8 people struck. 2 are in critical condition, 2 are in serious condition, and 4 sustained minor injuries. 7 of those people are civilians. 1 of them is a police officer who is taking police action during this incident. We have 7 different locations to process, including the one behind us. At this time, we have no indication that there is any terrorism involvement in this incident.
That's interesting, Errol. So we are learning 8 people injured, 2 at least in critical condition, 2 in serious condition. What comes next in this investigation? We heard from NYPD, not terrorism, but it sounds like it could have been intentional. What happens now?
Well, I'll say the lack of a link to terrorism at this point is key, because at this time, a jury is deciding on whether to sentence another individual who is charged with terrorism for a similar incident back in 2017. Seyfulo Saipov struck a number of people on the West Side Highway, you may remember, in what was the deadliest terror attack in New York since 9/11. That jury now deciding whether or not to give him the death penalty. If that's not a unanimous decision, he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. So what the NYPD is doing right now, if I turn around, you can kind of push into where the box truck is. They're making sure there are no explosive materials there. They've already told us that's not the case, and that's why the police tape is coming down. They told us what was inside the U-Haul truck were just empty boxes, some water bottles. I saw some images the NYPD had. We can also tell you that sources are telling CBS News this man in his 60s, at some point while he was being detained, did say he wants to die. So the investigation into the motive from this individual is still in its very early stages. At this point, no one has died, but as we've mentioned, there are a number of people in critical condition. So a very serious incident, and more for the NYPD to discover as they continue to investigate why this individual, drove more than 3 miles, striking innocent people along the way today. So a very unnerving moment for people here in New York and Brooklyn specifically.
Errol Barnett, thank you for your reporting from the ground.